Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the wait on my appearance. I was actually in another cast that went a little bit over, but thankfully my producer was here. We managed to get the stream up. Everything was good. But my name is Graham Morrison, aka GrahamCast on Twitter, and I'm here for this game, Trident versus Bizarre. There are 2 rounds in. Bizarre got pistol on the follow-up, and now we have an eclectic buyout of Bizarre trying to come in and take another round away from Trident. It'll be difficult, though, with all these M4s on the field and only 1 AK on the side of Bizarre. They've gotten control. They're already down secret. And that's going to be a very good start to things. Good smoke there. We'll delay them for a minute or 2 as they try and find this opening to get through. Slowly but surely, make their way through. Nade's going around. There are players sitting right close to it. So they've actually elected to fall off of this, and they might walk right in to JHD Rock. He's sitting up top. They're rotating very far back. This is going to be heard, so this is a known thing. Will they come around this corner? Can they win this duel? Rock sitting there any second now. Surely they'll be peeking as they just start to walk around. So very cautious about it, though. They haven't flashed this corner yet. They're not going to do so either, but it's going to be the MAC-10 getting the follow-up kill. Potential for a 2K there, but it's not meant to be as A has fallen. Paul Joseph Watson trying to get back up into heaven. He's going to be mollied off, and he has to fly out. But from above, he actually finds a kill on the BC Rock, trying to find the next one. Not able to do so. Now it is a 2-on-3 retake. JHD's in heaven. Zorbot trying to come up from vents. It's going to be JHD in the first one. That leaves it 2v2 now. One of these players is very hurt. The second kill falls down. It's just on the tomato. 1v2. Both players are very lit. This is doable. HG's trying to come out. HG's actually going to get the diffuser. That's 1 kill. Can he find the other one? The player is so very hurt. He snips on it. Nice comes around. He's missing it. Not able to find it. The kill will go the way of Zorbot, but that doesn't matter. The round goes to Bizarre Gaming. And a Bizarre round lead. Worth noting, I should also point out, shout out to the man, the myth, the legend. It is you and me rocking the production on this one. So show some hearts in chat for the man that's rocking the cam. With this buy, only 1 M4 for Zorbot. That's a heartbreaking round for them to have lost. It completely murked their economy. Doesn't matter, though. Paul Joseph Watson has found the first kill with the Deeg. Needs to find a few more if he wants to make anything of this round. Zorbot, the only M4. That will be known where it is now, as a player has crossed through down secret. In events, though, Zorbot has players circling him, swarming. Will he be able to find anyone with it? It's the $1 million question. Down secret is where 1 is, starting to fall off of that. Paul Joseph Watson lurking around ramp, but I think what they're going to realize is towards A is where the hit will be. Rock is up top, so is JHD. So the double JHD squads are there. First one spotted out, but Rock's got the kill. Trying to find any more. Here's one go down vents. That is known. His bomb as well. So he might just follow through. Yes, Rock is walking down vents. He rotates quickly coming through. It's a 2-on-4 right now, and a couple guns have been recovered. That's a Krieg and an AK. So now M2 needs to find one. Finds Zorbot, but he's quickly traded out, and that leaves Leaky in a 1v3. What can Leaky do? Bomb has been tapped. Peeks out, finds the first kill, shuts the door. Good play thus far. Will be watched. Peeks back out, but the Krieg with the 1 tap. And the defuse has plenty of time to come down. So Trident get on the board with their first round of the game. Really well done. Bringing out a couple AKs, or an AK and a Krieg. Which, respect. I love the Krieg. Good gun. You know, good job winning a subpar buy. Didn't really work when they had all the M4s, but turns out Deegs and pistols do the job, especially with that nice bait play by Rock sitting on top of Hut. Now they're able to roll out a double op setup into this one. Bizarre actually pretty comfortable. They've got most of the utility they need. They got 4 AKs. There is just a CZ75 on Tomato. Now will they be able to find the round? Can they deal with these ops effectively? They've got the util to do it. Just matters whether their aim is true or not. Snifty starts to walk out. He's going to go down vent. Rock's got the first shot off. Can he find another? 2 are down vent. As JHD's fallen, there's a player outside. Leaves Rock in all kinds of trouble. Especially as the bomb goes down on the B-bomb site. No one's even really close to try and answer that either. Paul Joseph Watson is the closest. And he's actually got a good tag onto Tomato. Peeks out with the scope. Not able to find it. 2 got Zorbot. He did get traded out. Molly does come down, but Tomato! That's a lovely shot there. Cracks the head off, but doesn't matter. Paul Joseph Watson does get revenge from beyond the grave with the Molotov. And a peek out there from Tex gets Rock down too. And now, Affinity, sorry. I hate when these tags stick together. There's Fault in the 1v1, and now that will be enough time for the defuse. And 1 op recovered, but good economic damage done. The fact that they weren't able to bring back the double op setup solely on people dying, and the fact is that the rest of these players aren't doing too well on the money either. Means that we do see a UMP and an MP9 come out. The good news for them is that there is only 1 player with armor. That's CK. So the rest of these players will be shredded by those SMGs. One's going straight down vent. Second one follows him. Nothing done to stop that whatsoever. And that is, in fact, the bomb. So free plant down on B. No one can even stop it. And JHD shoots his teammate. It's not how you want to do things. So bomb's down. 10 alive. First player falls. That's Tomato. Second one peeks out from lower. Paul Joseph Watson in a little bit of trouble, but it doesn't matter. Kills come back through. Leaky into, can they find M2? Drops into the clutches, and now it is just Leaky. He's gone as well. Not up, 3-3. And they're just trying to find potentially an upgrade on those SMGs for the dropped gun. Not able to do so, though. So they did cause some solid damage there. Tex, though, his money is looking pretty good across the board. Now, again, they're keeping the SMGs. They did not upgrade them. Will that punish them? Is that a mistake in this round? Not looking so far, as one of them actually doesn't get the kill. It drops Affinity down to 5 HP. I thought surely that was going to be a kill. But now the SMG finds one, and then HE finds another. Leaves 2 alive and a 2v4. Very lit up Affinity and Tomato. Tomato's got the first one. Brings it down to a 2 versus 3 now. Means the bomb will fall. This is workable, but it's not going to be easy, especially with Affinity's health. Push up here from Tomato. Catches a player. Does he expect the other one to come from radio, though? I'm not sure that's expected. He might be caught with his pants down when this peek comes through. Turns around, though. Spots it up. Loses the duel. Affinity, very lit up, will be traded out as well. That's going to close the round out. Still, though, nicely done when it got down to a 2v4 to grind it back to a 2v2. The economic damage, even what is most of the time a lost round, does pay dividends later stages of the game. However, they need to start chaining rounds together. This is now 4 in a row for Trident. The money is really starting to be built up on the side. JHD is the only one that doesn't have money. He's got $850. Pretty much everyone else has $8,000. So they are rolling in it, and I reckon that's why Bizarre have ripped out a pause right now. I'm assuming it's Bizarre. Could be technical. I don't get that info. I'm not that special. I could be. I wish I was. It'd be nice if I was that special. But regardless, the pause is done. 4 seconds left in the freeze time, and we'll be right back into it with another gun round. Double up setup once again is JHD Rock and Paul Joseph Watson pulling out the big green gun. Well, not necessarily green. Depends what skin they have, but it's all the same. It's all the AWP. Will they be able to work some Ruckus? There's going to be a player going up on Marshmallow, and that will be right into JHD Rock's scope. It's a question of whether or not he gets the kill, though, or even if the peek comes through. Tomato actually catching. That's such an awkward engagement. JHD was behind Tomato. He didn't realize it. He couldn't get the spray through onto JHD Rock, trying to catch the foot there. And because of that, it's a kill. Let's get traded out a little bit. But again, more players falling. It's now just Leaky in a 1v4. He's going to have to make noise no matter how he drops down. Drops down there, though. Catches the first one, but he gets dinked up for it. And a wallbang very heavily through the wall. Does the job onto Leaky. 5 in a row for Trident. They're on fire at the moment. Dropping pistol and a couple follow-up rounds. They have rebounded nicely. Everyone's really pulling their weight as well over on Trident. No one's struggling in the frag department. 5 is the lowest, 9's the highest. Pretty even spread with 3 of them at 6. Now Bizarre on pistols, trying to explode on this A-bomb set. They've been able to get down vents pretty freely, and I think that's the intent again. But player up on Heaven, this is going to be an absolute meat grinder. Everybody falls, and Zorbot actually gets one through the vent under the player trying to come back up the ladder to get the bomb. So nothing ventured, nothing gained there. And an incredibly clean round. That money, like I said, is being built by Trident. Almost 10k on a couple of their players. They have dropped a few players in some of these rounds, which has forced rebuys. So it's not in like the 12, 13k territory, but still very nice nonetheless. I'm surprised we haven't really seen a lot in the way of ramp pressure come through. Might be where they choose to try and change things up. Would be into Paul Joseph Watson scopes. But actually through door gets a kill. That's Leaky going down to JHD. Oh my god, and Zorbot the headshot through the smoke. That was a wee bit dirty. Well, anything else to be able to be found? Paul Joseph Watson's getting adventurous with the AWP, but the players, they're going outside. The only player watching that is JHD Rock from Heaven. Out of range. So if smokes come down, they will be able to get down secret pretty cleanly. They have one for the first one. Second smoke goes down. Absolutely. They get the clean pass through, but a leg is in. All this damage done through smoke this round. 2 has been tagged. But down secret they go. That's a lot of info gained. And Affinity's watching the vent drop. This is so pivotal for him. If he can catch one or 2 of these rotators with the AWP, opens up the round just that much more. I don't think anyone is even near B. Oh no, Paul Joseph is nestled in the back behind the box. While he goes above him, hits the no-scope. Plant's going to be able to go down, not going to be stopped at all. But now Affinity catches the vent drop, makes it a 2 versus 3. What can these 2 T players do? RCK is in all kinds of trouble. Peeks out, dies. Now it's Affinity, 1v2. Misses the first shot. Realizes the peak comes low, finds it, connects it, brings it down to a 1v1. JHD Rock, though, drops the smoke. He's sticking it. M4 comes out, gets the shot. Affinity pulling it back, winning a 1v3, and also pulling the round from 2 versus 4. Excellent job. And Affinity with that op shot through Squeaky. Catching the event drop was so huge. An absolutely incredible round. And now Bizarre are back on the board. Finally. Something we haven't said anywhere near recently enough. After a 6-round sprint from Trident. Affinity, he's going to get adventurous this time towards ramp. Spots out the body. Gets not even a tag through. So Paul Joseph Watson, he's scared, but he's not hurt. Just a wee warning shot. Zorbot also tagged a little bit through a door. So again, we're continuing the trend of all of these rounds where damage gets exchanged without even being spotted. CK is in all kinds of trouble again. Now, though, the next entrance onto the ESL flash was good. That allows CK to find Zorbot. Now trying to come out. Tex finds one, sprays down a second. A1 in hand, turns around, trying to grab a third. Not able to do so. So A has been relatively cracked. Heaven is something they need to worry about. They do have a smoke for it. They're actually falling off of this one. This is curious play. They're going down vents. That will not be able to be stopped. No one is remotely in position. Actually, Affinity might be able to catch the player coming down. He's going to plant out. Thought he had a window to... I thought the peek would come in from Paul Joseph Watson a little bit more adventurously. But it doesn't matter. Affinity's got that one, and now he's in a 1v2 once again. He needs to find these kills. He needs to find them quickly. Spots out, gets the first one through. And does he have any idea where JHD is? Smoke's going to go down. Taps through it. He's going to stick it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's not going to be able to be stopped. The shot's not able to land at Affinity. Not able to do it. And he gets knifed for good riddance. JHD with the 1v1. Heartbreaking for Affinity, but when he's stuck in that spot with an AWP bomb being tapped, he can't rotate in time. Really has to try and walk out, and it's through his smoke. He's either going straight through it into the crosshairs, or he's firing pot shots. He tried the pot shots, didn't quite have where the bomb was planted, and just missed. Then insult to injury as he turns around and is just left in a world where he gets knifed. $1,500 in the bank accounts of Trident, which we're trying a little bit through those lost rounds and the damage done in these past ones, including that 1-1. It's a pair of 1v1s we've come down to, meaning both sides are a little bit ravaged. Because of that, we see M2 is on a Mac 10. The Mac Daddy. Can he make the Mac Daddy work? Oh, JHD not able to connect. Tomato coming over the top was a baffling play for him. Texto still out here on the A bomb site, trying to delay it. Takes so much damage. He's going to chuck a flash down, but he walks right into the crosshairs of Affinity. Now it's on JHD Rock. Paul Joseph Watson. Can they respawn? Paul Joseph Watson trying to come up vents. That is pretty much his funeral. Doesn't check the player sitting in the cubby. That leaves Rock alone. HE comes down. That's a real good damage done there. But it's always awkward trying to come out heaven. Flash bang. Not able to blind the player up. Gets the tag through, but not able to finish. Shocking when all you can see is a guy's head and you actually manage to do a little bit of damage to him. But somehow it's not headshot. It's getting CSGO'd. And Hex, if I'm available, I will commentate your funeral. I have no burst, but I will commentate. I'll commentate anything. Name the place, name the time. I will do my best to be there. That's the beauty of being a caster, is we can try and cast anything. There is nothing that we cannot try. And speaking of cannot try, all these Deegs, they will try and pass, but they may not be able to. The Eagle, of course, one-shot headshot. Doesn't really matter the range. Doesn't really matter what you shoot through. Does a pretty good job of finding the kill every single time, and evidently there. Tex finds the first one. Will they be able to find anything else? Couple players pressuring outside as JHD falls off. But man advantage now for Trident. Affinity, is he going to expect it? He's sitting, waiting, and Rock walks right into his scope. And speaking of which, Tex also walks right into his scope as well. It's just, you know, when in doubt, walk into an op scope, apparently. They hear players in heaven. That means that JHD might try and go up this ladder. He does that. There's a player that's Leaky sitting right there watching it. Yeah, wisely thinks wiser of it. Will these Deegs do any damage? Tag through. Affinity does fall. And Paul Joseph Watson is going to be able to recover that. In fact, it is the outside play. Leaky's not watching this. This is going to be Leaky with his pants down completely for a free kill. JHD has it. That leaves 2 left alive. Tomatoes found 1. 2's got a lot of damage done, finds the other. And you have to reckon that Paul Joseph Watson wants to hang on to the AWP. Oh, and he misses the shot. The window was there to do some real good damage. Just does not land it. Now the buy is back for Trident. Trying to capitalize on that damage done. You'll note that Bizarre Gaming really haven't had their economy stabilized at any point in this one. It's been a little bit hectic for them. It's kind of a testament to Trident's ability to keep them on their back foot. But RCK is going to find that kill. Tex trades out, though, but he's instantly responded to as well. 3 left for Trident. Coming in out of heaven. The op comes through. Affinity's got the shot. Now, Rock and JHD, the JHD twins. I don't actually know if they're twins. That'd be cool if they were. Like, imagine just having a twin and both playing Counter-Strike on the same team. What a concept. But they're going to save AWP on one, AUG on the other. Bizarre knock things up 7-7. So we do push our way into the last round of the first half of this game. This is, of course, the ESL AUNZ Championship Season 9 Qualifier number 2. It's a Consolidation final. So pretty important series. It is, of course, a best of 3. First map is Nuke. That is Bizarre's pick. Mirage is Trident's pick. That'll be the follow-up. And Overpass is the map that was left. Another timeout, though, here late in this first half. I respect it. Why not? I'm just trying to piece together some of these aliases because they are not the names that they normally run. It looks like M2 is Mizzy. Good to know. Try and remember that. Or I'll just commentate the names that are in the server for your sake. Tomato with a pair, though. That is his real alias. Will he find any more? Leaky's got one. CK's got another. Just leaves Paul Joseph Watson, who is doing a lot of work here on the UMP. Not able to win the 1v5, though. For good reason. And Paul Joseph Watson is Rackham, if you are keeping track. But, again, you know, aliases, they're able to be changed, so why not do it from time to time? That's how the players feel. And we're just waiting on a few of the Bizarre players to ready up, including their coach, Hudsum. Unless my HUD's broken, he's the only coach in the server. It's always a possibility, though. HUDs can break. That's the beauty of them. Yeah, we're just waiting for the remainder to decide it's go time in this second half of the first map of this best of 3. It's me. I am Graham Cass here on CappingTV, also known as Graham Warson. But Graham Cass is my Twitter handle, so I figured I'd plug that because I do always appreciate the support. And chat has been pretty nice early, although ultimately pretty silent as well. I hope you are enjoying it. Now we are live trying to explode onto this A-bomb site. And hopefully have the bomb explode the A-bomb site. It's funny how that works. They've gotten out there pretty much for free. No damage exchanged on any of these teams. Bomb planted, all 10 alive. No one's taking damage. Not usual you say that. That is the case. And that's because everyone wants to try and come out of heaven here. HG comes down, does a lot of damage as CK finds the first kill. And now 3 more come very quickly. It is just Paul Joseph Watson. That's Rackham. He falls in the end. And Bizarre Gaming grab their 9th round. As well, I'll plug my producer. That is Blake, a.k.a. UN-me. That is U_N_me. He's a good guy. Shout out to him for being here with me. And also, really, shout out to him for trying to observe Nuke. That is not a fun task for any man, woman, or even robot. No one likes observing Nuke. So respect to him for doing a great job so far, from what I've seen. Still there though. A lot of players outside. That is Trident on Deegs. They're chipping away. Tew is somehow still alive. There's a nice kill by Rackham. See though if Mizzy can stay alive. Ooh, Deeg shot so precariously close to the man with the FAMAS. I surely don't think that he shall stay alive much longer. Does peek out though, finds the kill on to Aracam, aka Paul Joseph Watson. And now that leaves GHD Rock. 1v4. Finds one, makes it 1v3, but Tomatoes got the kill. Nice and easy. Well, now at 10-7 scoreline. Bizarre Gaming. Can they continue to roll on through? And well, if Leaky's going to find a kill like that onto Zorbot, better believe that to be the case. Remaining for Terrace, trying to find their way down to A bomb site. Not to be confused with the A bomb site. But they've managed to find a good entrance towards B, but CK, again, standing tall. Finds the first one who's down secret. Here's a few more, realizing that on the edge of the smoke, there's probably more than one. Shots, though, will only say that there's one. Does swap off the FAMAS. Picks up an AK for his troubles. Flashbang is also going to try and delay this. Didn't actually catch anybody. Now these three players from Trident, they're all just clumped up here in secret. At some point, they're going to have to peek. Peek out, they do. CK only gets a little bit of damage done. Shuts the door behind him. And now there is another player lying in wait. Smoke comes down. Ooh, they expect Affinity. His shot will give away that it is a second player. Of course, the first shot was an AK. Second shot was an M4. So you know there's two. Because of that, you can see the fallback coming through. They're already rotating back towards the A bomb site. Hearing the gun differential just means they know exactly what they need to do. And as they try and walk in here, the auto shotty not going to do the job. Tomato has fallen. M2. Mizzy does find one. Peeks out. Not able to find the Heaven player. The trade's there. The time is so very low. Text. The spray is not able to do it. Now he has fallen. So 11-7. Bizarre Gaming are starting to drive away a wee bit here. This is, of course, on their pick. So Trident, we're not entirely sure. I haven't seen enough of them lately to speak to their quality on Nuke. But Bizarre clearly feel confident. They're looking pretty good on their CT side, as it is Deegs and a P250 again for Trident. For those curious in the early stages of this round, just how the bans went as well. Bizarre banned Dust. Trident banned Vertigo, as Paul Joseph Watson has fallen to the Krieg, the SG553. And now the remaining players not able, trying to regroup, seeing where they can find anything. The other two bans, by the way, after the picks, Bizarre removed Inferno, Trident removed Train, forcing overpass as the last map. Leaky spots them out, though. Molly comes down. They are going to go through the Molly. That's not really the best strategy as you go through the flames. They tend to burn, and Zorbot found that one out. Affinity got a pair. Leaky got another one, and that is the way she wrote on round number 19. We head into round 20, potentially 2/3 of the way through this first map. potentially a lot later than 2/3, depending how these next 10 rounds go, if we even get 10. The way Bizarre Gaming are playing, you got to feel pretty confident. But JHD Rock is bringing out something we haven't seen yet from him on this T side. He's got the AWP, finds the first shot. Brilliant one through the side of a box on a tomato. But a lot of HE damage was dealt outside. However, MTU has also fallen. Trident looking poised. They're in a 5v3 to take this round, their first of the second half. Now our CK going down fence. I know his name's CK. Occasionally, though, just beef it, because when your tag blends into your name, tends to happen. Apologies. Now Leaky's got a kill. Brings it into a 2-on-4 now. It's going to be towards A. And I wonder if CK and Leaky might decide that saving this is a little bit better. Well, especially with CK going down. Leaky's got money. Drop 2 guns if Leaky lives. That gives the players that don't have money enough to buy. They could eke one out, but if Leaky likes to go for it, do some damage, wouldn't be the worst idea either. Trident are very broke on their economy. Especially if you can remove the AWP from Rock. You can pretty much guarantee he's not going to have one next round. No one will have enough. So it would be a very big play. Just peeking out, trying to find some damage on these guys. Not able to find the exit kills. Did a lot of damage, though, to a pair. There was winnable kills there. But everyone's going to fall away. All 5 alive are going to stay that way. With around 20 in the books. Worth pointing out right now for Bizarre is the fact that Affinity is having himself a day. He is 25-10 right now. That's a very swell showing. And one of my stats, I believe, have reset for ADR for the second half. Yes, considering... Well, Affinity is listed as 10 enemies flashed. Leaky's got 1. No one else on the server the second half has a flashed enemy. Good job dodging flashbangs so far. Credit where it's due. And now Affinity trying to come up. Secret peeks out, finds the op shot. Has to fall away. So that does equalize things. 4-on-4 right now. But I think these T's are going to want to hit the A-bomb site. They may overlook CK. He's sitting up top. Yes, fairly common spot. But he's actually sitting nice and tight to the scaffolding area. I guess that's a bridge. Not really scaffolding. Sitting up tight to the bridge in a spot they might not expect. It's not an angle that a lot of people play commonly. However, the regroup's coming through. Very slow play from Trident. We did see them earlier get a little caught. The time didn't punish them, but it very well could have had a player died. Instead, they're slowly but surely getting ready to hit the A-bomb site. 30 seconds left. Time shouldn't be an issue. Flashbang somehow doesn't catch Tomato, but he doesn't find the kill either. Instead, it's CK up above in that spot that they didn't check. Finds a pair. However, it leaves Affinity 1v2. Up in hand, in a smoke, moves through. Is workable. Spots out the first one. Here's the second one. He knows exactly where both players are. Or I guess where the last player is. But does he expect that Rock's gone and looped behind him? Squeaky door opening will give it away. Tries to fall away. Affinity peeks out harder. Rock's not going to give him the satisfaction of a peek. Goes back to tap it. Peeks out. This is going to be one, and what a one tap there with the P250 by Rock. Bizarre need to find a way to respond, but this will not be the round that they do it. It's going to be pistols. Gives Trident a window to get back into this map. Of course, it isn't Trident's pick. It's Bizarre's. But at the end of the day, live odds are heavily tilted towards Bizarre right now. They've got an 83% chance according to the live win probability. That's pretty high, but we've seen that swing with a few nice rounds and a big swing of momentum. Sunny in chat has to be feeling pretty confident with that. These pistols, though, they're lying in wait. They're not really pushing anything. They're just playing slow, hoping that there's going to be overlooked as they go down secret outside. It's a hope, at least. Will these players even go down, though, is the million-dollar question. They've tended to favor going in towards A. So tendencies show that A is where they will go. And it's looking like that is the case. And in A, they have found an open bomb site. The Zeus, I heard that. Didn't work, just broke the vent. This is not looking so good for Bizarre in this round. Not that it really should. Well, like he's trying to do damage. I respect it. And Affinity, he's sitting in vents. Ooh, that HE was good, but Tomatoes got the kill there. Shouldn't find anything else, but again, good job even getting one at that point. However, Trident have picked up their 10th. And with that round even, it's actually a pretty substantial shift. Live odds shifted down to 72%. Always curious to see where the live odds sit. Now, though, this buy is so pivotal in Affinity again, reigning the AWP, standing tall, finds the kill. Traded back, though, is a kill as M2 falls to Paul Joseph Watson. Again, if you're keeping track, Paul Joseph Watson is Rackham. M2 is Mizzy. CK, though, finds the kill onto Zorbot. Regains man advantage. Paul Joseph Watson with that peek. Overlooked it. Looked back to heaven and Tomato peeked out. Now, 2-man advantage. Leaves Tex and Rock in a 2v4. One of these players is Shaker. One of them is JTR. I haven't had the time to figure out which one's which. Now they're walking around the corner. Tomato, he's got them both with the spray down. Finds the headshot onto a Rock. Let me actually take a... Rock will be Shaker. I'm actually mistaken. Paul Joseph Watson, according to... actually, no. I was right. JTR is Tex. And Rackham is Paul Joseph Watson. I did it. I slew. And it is going to be M2 finding 2. You can see why his name is M2 in this game instead of Mizzy. But there has been the trade back. Keeps it even 3v3. These trades do favor the terrorist side. Of course, it does give them more space to work with. They walk into a stack. I have accidentally hit a button. That's always what you like to have happen. I'm back now, though. It looks like we're still at 3v3, so fortunately my screen essentially shutting off did not ruin this. Now Tex right into CK's crosshair. Remaining 2 players. Rock and Paul Joseph Watson trying to find their way onto a bomb site. And it looks like the bomb site they're trying to find their way onto is A. They'll be going up vents, but vent not broken might hinder their plans. They go through it. That is going to give a lot of info. Peek out from Squeak. Comes down. Bomb drop. And that leaves Paul Joseph Watson alone as CK gets the other kill. 14-10 now. Bizarre Gaming looking to punch their ticket to the second map, 1-0. Keep in mind, this is the grand finals of the Consolidation final, so it's all on the line. Winner of this qualifies for the ESL Australia and New Zealand Championship Season 9 Stage 2. So that's a pretty big deal. It's a lot to play for. It's important. And the fact that Trident are on pistols, granted on their opponent's map pick, doesn't instill a lot of faith that they're going to be able to pull this out. These we have seen miracles from before, but you still got to be not feeling too hot. Of course, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter, Graham Cass. I would always appreciate the support because it's a lovely feeling seeing a notification that someone has followed me. And now, with 2 pistol players dead and no one dead on the CT side, looks like surely Bizarre are gonna punch their way to map point. Big shot's not able to connect. Actually doing some solid damage at range now. Tomato falls. Great headshot there, but again, they brought it down to a 2-on-3. Make that a 1-on-3 as Affinity hits a big-time headshot. What is left to find here? Rack him. Can he rack him up and knock him down like you would in a game of pool? Or is he just going to be able to find a little bit of damage? Damage not so bad either, but he peeks out and CK stands tall. CK is playing a very smooth game thus far. Solid but unspectacular, 17-17. Just getting the job done. Pretty much everyone's getting the job done over on Bizarre. Just kind of trading out even. Tomato's a little behind at 16-18. M2 is even at 19. So, like, pretty level performances. And then Affinity's 30-12. He is by far the difference maker. He is the biggest reason Bizarre are on map point right now. He is definitely feeling it as well. He's going straight towards Squeaky. Peeks out, but Rock gets the kill. He gets rocked by the AWP. Now Zorbut's got one as well. Lobby control has been gathered by Bizarre. That could be a little bit hairy. If it isn't a hit, they may not necessarily expect it. But actually, Tomato goes up the marshmallow and falls. And now the hit's coming in towards B by the looks of it. Or is it... Bomb's on A. They have players on every site. This is unprecedented. They have them everywhere. Everybody is everywhere. But the bomb goes down on A. It's like that game of matchmaking where you like walk into the B bomb site, kill 2 people, and you're like, hey, I have B. It's like, yeah, but we have A. Well, but there's 3 alive. How does that work? Matchmaking. Good old chaotic matchmaking. But Bizarre. And the result of this Bizarre round is the fact that they are sitting back, trying to hang on to these rifles. Money's not swell, but hang on to them means that I think everyone will be able to buy. They might have to drop 1 or 2 over. But they'll be A-okay. So let's check in with the live odds and see after this round what the live odds have to say. So 92% they have Bizarre winning. 100% they have it going overtime. It's kind of funny because it's 15-11, so that is in fact the case. Guaranteed overtime. That's what we're looking at. If it goes, or I should say, 100% of it going to overtime or ending. It's a 7.8% chance of overtime. Makes sense though. 4 more match points are what Bizarre Gaming are looking at. Having the opportunity, Trident need to go flawless in those 4 rounds. Odds against them. But the thing is Scott Steiner has proven with his genetic freak math promo. Sometimes the odds get a little bit more hairy when you add a Steiner to the mix. And in this case, when you add a team like Trident to the mix, the odds drastic go down. So we'll try to be able to pull this back. Played well. done a good job thus far, but Affinity has been a man on a mission. He's been a machine. I'm not even sure he's been human. He's just been that crisp. And now the smoke's coming to the A-bomb site. Tomato up close to Squeaky. This may not be checked. Zach gonna peek into it, though. Finds the kill onto JHD. Shuts the door, breaks the vent, falling away. He is A-OK as Zorbat also falls. Door peeks out. Opera not ready. Bomb and JHD Rock fall. Leaves 2 alive. It's 2 of the men with the inaccurate aliases. Doesn't matter, though. Affinity and M2 close it out. Map 1 in the book. Done and dusted. 16-11. Bizarre take their own pick. And that means now we go over to Mirage. That's an opportunity here for Trident to bounce back. It's their own pick. But for the time being, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter at GrahamCast. Producer is You and Me. Follow him on Twitter at You and Me. And we are here for CappingTV. Follow us at CappingTV. Get notifications when we go live. Get notifications if you follow me of when I'm casting, what I'm casting, dumb memes, dumb responses, and the occasional cute picture. Usually of an animal, not me. Unless you find me cute, in which case, thank you. But for the time being, we are going to be taking a quick break. And after that break, we'll be back for map 2 of the ESL AUNZ Championship 2019 Consolidation Final for the Qualifier.
Oh, baby, close your eyes and listen to the beat of my heart. Take my hand, don't be afraid. A love like ours just can't be tamed. Take my heart, just feel the beat. We'll leave tonight and run free into the world. Into the
This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your homes and walk boldly.
We show up. We show up in the party, fire than everybody. We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
All right, it looks like we might be here for a knife round. Or actually, I'm confused. It looked like it was knife round. Gamers restarting. There we go. That's what you like to see. My name, of course, is Graham Morrison, aka Graham Cast. I said that like 20 seconds ago. Probably heard it. Again, joined by you and me, still on production. I just had a brief chat with the CappingTV King Mitch, and now after that little powwow, oh, really, it was just shooting the breeze while we waited for us to get back into it, and that's exactly what we are, back into it. Bizarre Gaming up 1-0 in the series is on the T side to start things off, and they're flying up mid. They'll be going to be bursting into this B bomb site. 3 Trident players will lie in wait, though. Can they connect? Tomato finds the first kill onto Zorbat. Can he find anything else, though? It's going to be Leaky to get the next one. Leaky's got 2. Leaky's got 3. Leaky doing all kinds of work, and that leaves Tex 1v4. USP in hand. Affinity's got the kill, closing it out, and that is lightning fast. Yowza. And now up 1-0. Here's going to be the buy coming through, of course. And it's a question of what Trident are going to do. They're probably going to force. Most teams do. Ooh, they're not forcing at all. I like it. A couple PT50s just because. Why not? Now they try and figure out where they can find the place to go. Where is the right option? What is the right option? Mr. CappingTV in chat, please watch your profanity. This is a family chat. As Rock goes down. Trying to set up for access now, these remaining players. Bombs being planted on B. And yeah, really, this should be pretty much it for the round. The exits are going to be the only hairy part, but it looks like they want to exit apps anyways. They might try and have a player go cat, in which case Paul Joseph Watson could cause problems. This is tight. As CK finds one, does he expect them? Spots him out. It actually does fall. That's an AK. This could be really bad if they're not able to recover the AK. I think MTU is going to try and get there, though. Time is going to be tight, and he just gets it. And he manages to live, too. Was getting shot in the time, but managed to pull it out. So excellent job by him. JHD had a nice jump out a window to try and watch it. And now we have a proper buy coming out. There's still going to be a Mac 10 and a Galil on Bizarre, so they're not in the best spot possible, but they are also up 2-0. So that's a pretty solid spot to be in. It's going to be quick towards B as well. This might be a big read. JHD's the only one there. He's all alone. He's flashed out, finds the first kill, gets the second one. How does he pull that out? Full white doesn't matter. Turns around, not able to find the third, but still the damage is done. But Tomato, he's equalizing back up. It's made it a 3-on-3. And now the bomb is again planted on B. 3 rounds, same result. Zorbat, though, falls to an overzealous Tomato. Things I didn't think I'd ever be saying. And now, Zorbat, he just took a lot of damage to a Molotov. That was questionable, and that now leaves him in the 1v2 as Tex goes down. 12 HP, tries to walk out, and Affinity's got the headshot. Didn't even need it. That could have been real rough. And, yes, Sega was first map, went to Bizarre. One did go down 16-12, I believe. That's without looking, and that's trying to remember things. Remembering. What a concept. Requires brain power. And speaking of brain power, Tomato's got the brain power to find the kill onto Orbit. Can he find any more? Paul Joseph Watson on the Deeg trying to walk up Cat. Affinity's got another shot on the text. Took a Deeg tag. Did they expect PJ Watson this close? Doesn't matter if they expect it. He lives on 1 HP and finds himself a Krieg. Rock's got another kill as well. This A hit is looking a little hairy going into these Deegs. Smokes are down, and do they expect the quick flank from ramp? That could be everything as JHD's up, finds CK. Deeg, okay, that's another shot. It's just Affinity alive. Trying to take around, finds one. Can he find a second? Flashbang comes out, pulls off of it, and then Paul Joseph Watson on 1 HP finds the kill, recovers an AWP, and Trident get on the board in spectacular fashion. With that said, however, Bizarre get to go right back to buying. There is money for an AWP if they so choose. Of course, they do. Affinity was feeling incredibly confident on it, and why wouldn't he? He looked spectacular over on Nuke. That was our first map. However, Tomato has fallen to D-Rock. That was a big nade as well. Clumped them down in apps. Got a lot of info as well, because when the nade hits that many people and you have a player on Cat, you just hear like chunk of everyone taking damage. Now they are going to be starting to fall off of that one. They're wiser than that. They don't necessarily want to commit to the hit. They're trying to see if there's an over-aggressive push. There is a bit of one as JHD's moved into apps. Is he really going for the jumping Krieg? Paul Joseph Watson, what are you trying to accomplish? Jumping Kriegs? Come on, man. But I think it's bought the idea that maybe they won't check JHD because they will be so preoccupied with the guy car. And in fact, they don't check it. CK goes down. Re-peek out. JHD's got one more. Can he find a third? Trying to do it through the wall. Does all of like 2 damage. Drops player down. However, MTU's got the trade. 2-on-4 and out. Bomb is picked up. And they're trying to book it towards the A bomb site. This isn't actually known. This hasn't been heard. A is open. They're able to plant this for free, but they don't realize it. Instead, they fall back and they're going to save. Rotates would have made it interesting, but I think they could have gotten bombed down there. With no money carried over, they have to hope that Affinity on the AWP goes huge. Of course, if you are just tuning in and don't even know what you're watching, this is the second consolidation final out of the ESL AUNZ Championship 2019 Season 9 qualifier between Bizarre and Trident. Map 1 went Bizarre's way. That was Nuke. It was also their pick. It was 16-11. And Trident on the other side get their pick here, Mirage. If they win this, they go to Overpass. If Bizarre win it, they punch their ticket to the ESL Australia and New Zealand Championship Season 9 Stage 2. And Rock cracks Affinity open with an AWP. Tex gets one on to CK, and that will make this round a lot harder. Granted, there are Deegs out there. Leaky's picked up the AWP. Now in a 2-on-4, these players need to go gargantuan size, as it looks like they're going to recommit towards the A-bomb site. They smoked off connector. Because they need to exit open out here. Finds a player standing out in the open. That's Tex. Leaky's got the kill. More peaks high. And it's actually the peak from low that killed him. So that does it. Good damage done. And Zarbot will recover the AWP. 6-6 is your score. Live odds early here. Showing it's pretty 50-50. 43 for each team, or for one team. 46 for Trident, so slight edge to the counter-terrorists. now, well, they make that edge work. 2 MAC-10s, 3 AKs. What a buy this is from Bizarre. In fact, is a bizarre buy. Living up to their name. Let's try and explode out onto the A bomb site. MTU finds that first kill onto Zorba. What a kill that was. MAC-10's doing damage as well. Player jumping through the smoke's gonna be caught. It leaves JHD in this chaotic round in a 1v2. Only damage done from MTU. He actually spots JHD just trying to walk through his smoke. At least I think that was spotted. I was watching it from the one's perspective. That was definitely a foot saw there. Watching it back on the stream. So a 4th round on the board, and it was a pretty hectic one to win, but excellently done by them. The speed was not prepped for by Trident. They didn't expect it to be that quick, and they got punished. Now the players from Bizarre are grouped up towards B. Sitting pretty passive right now, but early signs indicate that might be where they want to go. They could always loop back towards the A-bomb site, however. If they do commit to the hit on B, that it would be the right call. There's only one player there. It's just JHD. He's played quite well himself thus far, though. However, with 2 players walking, I believe they are underpass right now, smoked out. If they can find a rocking connector, that gives them a window onto A. Oh, and a big dink coming in onto Rock. Excellent job there. I'm not sure which one hit the shot, but it was one of the 2 out of underpass. Did a real good job. However, Tex has the kill on the Leaky. That is our first kill on the round. Tex has another one rolling, and now the players coming out ramp are gonna have a lot harder time. It's a 3-on-5. They find Tex. That's player number 1. There's another one tagged up quite heavily. That's Rocky sitting in jungle. Rotates are already around to CT. Trying to come up above the smoke. Zorbat not able to win it out. And a big trade there. All of a sudden, it's just 2 left alive. JHD creeping out with the AWP. He's down 2. Affinity's got that. JHD is in a 1v3. He's walking in CT. Not Memphis. In CT. He's trying to find a way to get an exit here. He realizes that the round is all but lost. He doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have utility, and he's in a 1v3. The odds of that, incredibly low. Like, bafflingly low. So he's not going to bother it. Wise choice. Turns the flash, though. Dude, does he win the duel? Tomato's got a lot of damage done on him. And the bomb's actually going to kill Tomato. I think you probably just want to re-swing there. And was an AWP in hand as well. Questionable antics there. I think you probably want to exit together if you're in that case. Instead, though, JHD's got an op. He's got Kevlar, so he's going to be the only one doing anything in this round. He's playing towards B. He's probably going to jump up on the van. Looks like Bizarre want to go that way again. He's getting aggressive. Smoke, though, down. Flashbang's over. Molly as well. And JHD is not in a swell spot. Might be able to spot out the leg. Oh, he misses the shot onto CK. Tries to fall away. And CK's got the kill. Should pretty much do it. And Affinity hits the no-scope onto Zorba. Trying to come up the stairs out of underpass. A couple kills still coming down here. These pistols doing some work. However, it does again leave Tex 1v3. But this time he's surely going to go for it. He's got a CZ, so nothing to lose. There's not a gun for him to grab. Might just sit here, though. Try and exit. The thing is, though, they should be exiting together. He shouldn't be able to recover a gun. So I'd honestly say just, peek out, give it a shot. But what do I know? I'm just a caster, not one of these players. You might think they know better. And with Affinity creeping up alone with an AWP, that might actually be the right call. No, everyone's there with him. There's no way he's getting out with this. I don't even think he's going to find a kill. He might. Will he surprise me? Question will arise. Damage done. He runs out. He's point blank on him. He doesn't get it. That's a little tragic. That that's a feels bad, man. I have a friend Mike. He looks like him with the CZ up there, and that's not what you want to do. Not the way you want it to go. You want to look like look better than Mike. Strive to be better than Mike. Now though, buys again, proper for both teams. None of that CZ shenanigans. I'm assuming there's an AKA down for Tomato. Haven't looked yet. Yeah, oh, that's actually a Krieg, even better. But there is no AWP on Trident. That is going to give a big advantage to Affinity, who finds actually went onto Zorba, instantly peeks out ramp, finds it. Nice job by him. And that's just these players playing a default as well. It's not like they, shifted heavily towards A or B. They just let one player move, try and get a kill. They're now reading it. They have M2 waiting for the aggression in mid, and he's got that kill onto Rock. And the patience from Bizarre in the default paying off. Once you get a kill, you know that they're going to try and get a little bit aggressive to try and even things back up. And M2 was lying in wait for that. Finds it. Makes it a 5-on-3. The remaining 3 players, though. One is towards B, one is on A, and one is running through CT right now. Trying to jump into window, and that could work out for him. Gap in the smoke, lets them find the first kill. Runs out, finds a second one. Brings it back way closer than it should go. However, Tex was known. He was also found. And now Paul Joseph Watson. Mr. Rackham. What can a Rackham do? And funnily enough, someone in chat suggests in TV chat suggests it might be time for a tactical from Trident. I'd actually agree with that. If not this round where they're buying Deegs, definitely the next one. They need to do something, talk it over, see if they can find a way to kind of regroup themselves. Because what's going so far? Not really working. 7-3 Bizarre Gaming go. Live odds, if you're a fan of those, if you're a fan of that kind of statistics, is saying that it's a 70% chance of Bizarre closing this one out. It's also a 10% chance of overtime and an 18.5% chance for Trident. So Bizarre looking quite comfortable, even though it's not their map pick. And the Deegs should only emphasize that. Well, the sound of Deagle fire. They realize the buy is not ideal. Trying to find, yeah, it's Zorba on Cat. I was wondering if it was underpass. If it was underpass, this could be interesting. But they have stacked a few over towards that B mid area, meaning if the hit is telegraphed at all, there'll be a lot by B. But I think realizing that Bizarre sensed danger. Their spidey senses were a tingling. And by spidey senses, I mean Tomato being so deep through A that he's got all the info in the world. He's even got a free kill there. The only question is do they overlook Tex up in Palace? Tex has all the info. But he's also mollied out. What a brilliant read that is. Over 7 seconds. Bomb's not down yet. Finally, it does go down. They've got a lot of damage just on the nature of that. Text from above. Finds a player with his back turn, gets that kill, and now is just on Affinity with the AWP. Needs these kills and needs them quick. Misses the first one. It is planted for him, and that's going to be the biggest hindrance. But the molly comes down, misses the shot, and Deegs in hand. A stolen round by Trident. Peronius dropping a Pog champ, and that was a pretty poggers round. If you're a Trident fan, wow. How do you respond if your Bazaar is the $1 million question? Okay. Trident finds a response as Tex rips the head off Affinity with the AWP. Maybe that tack pause was not needed. Well, Justin Watson is so very white. I thought he was gonna have the flashbang fade, but instead doesn't matter. Tomato's got one. Finds a second before being traded out. CK's got another as well. B fallen again. B seems to be a comfort spot for Bazaar. Timing on that was crucial because the bomb had to jump across. And I thought for a second that Rock was going to watch it, but he looks off it at the wrong time. And because of that, this should be around, barring any miracle double op retake. They're going for it, though. They realize the implications of this round, and they found the first kill. They're stacked up in the site. Will these ops be able to find anything? One player is known. That's killed. And now Leaky, he's got one, brings it down to a 1v1. Rock trying to find his way in, making a lot of noise because there's not a lot of time left. That's the important part. And he doesn't have a kit. Spray through. Rock goes down, and Leaky wins a huge 1v1. What a pivotal round in the books. Could have been real bad. That was a round that really shouldn't have been as close as it was. 2 ops retaking B isn't easy. There was a little bit of an unnecessary over peak by the second man to fall. And that made things real interesting. But Leaky, he is too good. Stands too tall. The man's on stilts. And now Tomato, again, doing a great job with these entry frags. Walks out, finds the first one. The only gun of note is an AWP on Tex. It is a full buy, though. So they're throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at this. And Affinity's got the kill on GHD, running in apps through the wall. So that restores a man advantage. Rotate's coming in fully towards B. So I bet even was a little concerned that his teammate running behind him was an enemy because when you're being caught trying to get into the market once before, sometimes you get caught like you're afraid you'll get caught a second time. B, though, looks to be the site of target. It's going to be a tough one for them to go. Flashbang doesn't even catch him as Zorbit finds the first kill. Player is already crossed. Player is down from the cat player, so that pulls Zorbit off the window angle. Allows bomb to get into sight. There's a player in sight with bomb. That's Tex. He's got an AWP as well. He's burning, but he finds one. Affinity's got the kill. It's a 1v2. Peeks out, and M2's got it as well. 9-4. Bazaar rolling through right now. Trying to seal this series up. This best of 3 in just 2 maps. Of course, if you are just tuning in, my name is Graham Morrison. Please follow me on Twitter at GrahamCasts if you are enjoying the casting. I'm not getting anything to be here, but I am staying up at till 5 a.m. As it is currently 5 a.m. in British Columbia right now. For you guys in my love of Counter-Strike. So if you feel like repaying some gratitude, showing some gratitude, follow would be loved. As I'm sure you and me feels the same way. He's my producer at U_N_me. And of course, CappingTV at CappingTV. Pretty straightforward. I know. Shocking. However, the score the way it is, 9-4, Bazaar Gaming trying to put double digits on the board on their T side. And with the buy, the pistols, it's not great. A will be the site that's hit. There's 2 people on the quick wrap. This quick rotate could be so massive. M2 and Leaky have found a pair of entries. But do they expect a lightning fast flank? I don't think that they do. Oh, it's spotted out, though. At least the first one is. Affinity falls to Zorba. Which, if you say it fast enough and with the depending on the accent, sounds like sore butt. And I think that's what he's going to have to give a few of these players, a sore butt. If he can find these kills, trying to stay alive. First one to challenge, not able to land the shot. D comes out, not able to connect either. And Leaky gets jumping AK kills onto him. That's the way it goes sometimes. At least jumping AK shots. Jumped up onto the ledge, got the spray through while standing normally. But you hate to see it. 10-4, Bizarre have the score. Live odds putting them at 84% to close it out. Sonny has to be feeling happy about his bet that he placed. As he said earlier on Nuke, that he put $66 on Bizarre. Looking to pay solid dividends for him, but maybe not this round. It's quad ops! And, well, they're working. Leaves Tomato in a 1v5. Problem is, with quad ops, if you don't hit the shot, could die. This makes it a little bit more workable than Tomato, I think, probably wants to realize. But he drops into another AWP. 4 ops got the job done. Maybe Trident should have tried that before Forehead. I'm kidding. Probably wouldn't have worked before. I don't know. Anyways, half is over. I'm gonna drop if you want a link to any of our socials. Because, like I said, we very much appreciate it. We're just waiting for Hudzum, which is Bizarre's coach, to ready up right now. Oof, Peronius. That feeling when caps lock. Tries to do the forehead emote. Instead, he's got it caps locked, and it did the opposite. That is a feels bad man. 10-5, though. Half is live for the second one. Bizarre Gaming, they swap over. They are your CTs. Trident are your Ts. What response to Trident have? Pistol round will go a long way to clawing their way and climbing their way back into this game. Bizarre, they're going aggressive. And wait a second, are they really doing the you all go B and I'll go Palace with the bomb? Is this really the matchmaking strat that they're pulling out? Well, at least they're going underpass, but they made a lot of noise. Let's find out a player connected that. Well, actually pulled the players dark. 2 under there. They find the entries onto both of them. It's a 3-on-3. But I always get scared when I see that Bomb is sitting in Palace alone and no one's near him. Nice shot there, but CK chimes right back through. It's Paul Joseph Watson, 1v3. Makes it a 1v2 with an easy kill onto Affinity. He was 8 HP after being gushed up. So you expect the player in Sandwich. Oh, that's going to give him a little bit more info on it. Spots out the other one, knows where they both are. Finds the first one. This is winnable. Peeks out. It comes down to the aim. USP versus USP. Who can win this fight out? Tomato versus Paul Joseph Watson. And it's a 1v3 for Paul Joseph Watson. Trident win it. And he's got the BM spray through with the USP. Just start shooting the head. Which is fair because he was trying to hit the head. And it took him a little bit longer than I think either player would have liked. Oof, Peronius, your emote game not on point tonight. Accidentally throws a V into PogChamp, and I respect you for saying I give up. Like, that's the right call. Scout shot tag in, though, as Bizarre pull out the full force here. It's a hit onto B. There's a player in there. That's... Oh. CK, I thought he'd get more. Tomato, though, did find one. Affinities here with the scout as well, just to kind of cause a nuisance. And some of these players have been tagged up heavily. Gives them a window. The deep shots coming through make this a lot more doable, especially since Tomato has a Krieg. He's not coming in from the greatest area. That is the biggest hindrance. I think he wants to save it. But with 2, got the scout. He's throwing some shots around. Damage is the name of the game. They're not going to win this round, but if they can throw some damage out, remove some of these guns, makes things a little bit interesting. In fact, it's down to a 2v2. Time is too far gone. No kits on the field, so this round's in the bag for Trident. But that was way more costly than any Trident player, any Trident fan, any Trident anything even associated with it. Even like a Neptune or Poseidon, they'd not be thrilled by that. however, hasn't impacted them too heavily, as it is 4 AKs. Krieg carried over by Tomato, and he's had a lot of impact to go down underpass with it. Or is he? Oh, he's just playing the edge of the smoke in underpass. Problem is, no one's top mid. All going to be a hit towards A. M2 needs to go big, gets a tag through, but he falls. Tomato, I think, is going to try and run away and save this again. That his players with pistols do it. Actually, he's going up cat. Scout comes out, not able to connect. And yeah, they've decided to call for the save. Again, right call. This is weird. I've swapped to CK's POV and I have nothing on it. Like, literally, I just feels like I'm playing Team Fortress 2 or something. Like one of those source games where you can turn view models off. Like you cannot do in Counter-Strike. Feels like I'm playing one of those again. I'm just running around, no idea what's in my hands. He has a CZ out though. That's what the invisible view model is. But no one's gonna come close to him. These two are both gonna hang on to it. CK doesn't really like. I don't know. I don't really like that from CK's POV. He had no armor. He had a CZ. He's gonna buy again anyways. CZ's not the greatest sidearm. Like it's a good primary. It's not a great secondary. And CK is actually fully glitched for me. So like whenever I swap to CK's POV, I just see he's got nothing in his hands. That's great. It's amusing. But I would have liked to see him try and get an exit. That would be my big thing. Is just rather than playing deep in market, slide up, play maybe like CT or like close ticket and see if you can get an exit that way. You're not going to maintain the gun. It's just the economic damage that you can do. Personally, what I would have done. That spray, though, doesn't catch anything in the push underpass, however. Doesn't catch anything either, but it gets the information. M2's even it up to a 4-on-4. And CK in the back of the site. Oh, the spray. It's just not quite true. M2 again evens things up. Bombs dropped. This is a lot tougher to try and do. HE goes in. A little bit of a tag. Spray also doesn't quite connect. They expect the player close market. That could be the single difference maker in this round. JHD, he gets 2 for free. And now with that, M2 runs away. And thank you, Hex. I always appreciate the support, my man. You are the best. Even though you already know that, and that's going to go straight to your head. But Trident, they've grinded it back, and our life probability... I'll just swing back to that. Still only gives them a 30% chance of winning. But that's way higher than it was before. We got a 10% chance on OT. Or sorry, 15%. I can't read. Small font. What can you do? And 55% chance for Bizarre closing this out. We could be seeing Overpass. That will be our third and final map. If we go there. M2 not able to get the AUG shots in. The shoulder peek, the stutter step was just perfect. Now Paul Joseph Watson has a kill onto Affinity. This is starting to slip. Granted, it's a lot of pistols, SMGs. And M2 is the only one with a real gun. The fact that it is a 4-on-3. Still pretty nice for Trident. Leaky, though, he moves over. He's got armor, and he's picked up the AK now. This gets a little hairy. He can find a kill. He can get M2 to get a kill as well. Or if CK on the CZ can do a lot. This could stunt the round. And with the amount of time they're taking, minute on the clock, they will be moving towards B. 2 players are stacked up over on that side. CK and Van may not be checked. They have 3 mollies, so it's pretty inexcusable to not molly that. I reckon, yeah, there's a molly right now. Pulled CK off of it. But the drop through is the first one. Oh, M2 not able to get it. If he got that kill, this would have been real interesting. But instead, Leaky peeks out, and it's 10-10. Trident have pulled us back even. finally, we have a timeout coming in from one of these teams. But if you go back to the last round of the first half where we had the quad op setup come out from Bizarre, this has been 6 straight rounds. We were 9-4 was our scoreline. Or sorry, 10-4 was our scoreline. Then we had the quad up round to make it 10-5 half. And then all the rounds of this second half have gone the way of Trident. Bizarre trying to get on the board. This is not their pick, though. It is Trident's pick. Bizarre picked the nuke, and they won it. Except for scripting a series, this is probably the way you'd expect it to go if it was going to go to a third half. Ooh, meaty nade. That could be a bit of a difference maker. That pushes 2 players into easy headshot range from an M4. And actually 3 is text. Depending on the range, will also be 1 tappable. And Sorbot is erased, so that helps there too. So now man advantage and removing the one-shot, or the one-shot advantage that the AKs have. This is looking solid for Bizarre, but it's early. There's still a minute left in the round. Still time for things to go awry. Player sitting deep in Palace right now does give me the inklings that A will be where they go. In fact, you can see bombs starting to rotate through their spawn now with the player working down mid. Only one is in the A bomb site. He's got a guy in jungle backing him up. The jungle guy's not really watching much. He's watching the boost in the window, which won't come. And they're playing retake with Leaky sitting in a toll booth. And that's actually, with the delay in time, they've pulled a rotate over. I don't know if M2's going to be expecting. He gets a free kill on the Paul Joseph Watson. Now the peek out affinity's got one as well. This is starting to fall apart. The spray through is pretty good. Does damage onto JHD. Jump out as well. Leaky thinks he's in the smoke. Actually, CK with the spray closes the round out. JHD Rock is going to try and run and save. No one can do anything to nestle that away from him. So he'll be able to do it. But still, good read from Affinity to rotate back over. Finds a big op shot. That's a very big round for Bizarre. It's about time they got on the board. If you're a Bizarre fan, you might have been getting a little bit worried. Or in the case of being Sunny, you'd be a little bit worried about your bet. Now at 11-10, the scoreline. Full buys both teams. AWPs, M4s, AKs, whatever you want. It's there. CK again getting a big opener. He's had a fairly solid map or series, but he hasn't had the greatest start to the map per se. He's 9-18. But I find a lot of times the kills that he's gotten have been fairly impactful. And there is a good time for him to come alive. If he does start to wake up, the series might as well be over. Because if he can catch up to his team, put in some very strong rounds, gives just another weapon for Bizarre that hasn't been firing as well on Mirage. And now trying to figure out where to go, what to do, how to wake up from this. Looks like A is, again, the choice. Do they expect that Leaky's in Sandwich? That's not really a spot a lot of people play at this stage in a round. Not recently, at least. It's a spot that kind of cycles through popularity, I find. You see a lot of people play Sandwich, and then no one does. So they walk out. They do actually clear it, but he's found the first kill. Trying to swing out for a second. Not able to find it, so the site's being opened up, but that buys time for CK to get one more. 2-on-2 right now. Tomato finds the shot, or sorry, Affinity, I should say. And that leaves Tex, but there's no time. Bomb is going to go down. It's too late. That's the round. Oh, heartbreaking. And if Tex dies here, it peeks out. He's risking it, but he gets the kill. If he managed to die there, he would have had no money. That would have been 600 in the bank going into the next round. but instead he erases a player from Bizarre Gaming. With that, live odds giving him a 65% chance of closing it out. I'd say, honestly, I'd actually piece it a little bit higher than that. I feel like with the way that they've played this series and the fact there's only a D on JHD, Bizarre are looking good. I just feel like lately they haven't. You can see it start to slip at the earlier stages. I feel like they don't really have answers, but it is B hit. Molly not gonna get that kill. I don't know how. And the FAMAS does find two. Actually, it's one. With Affinity getting the other one. A wallbang op shot. But now they still have to worry. CK is still here. Affinity as well. Player coming up. Cat. This will start to swing. 3-on-2. It's Rock and Tex trying to rock this around. And the lineup! Tex doesn't get either of them. There's good damage to Leaky. Sets it up for Rock. 1v3 makes it a 1v2. Would be a 4K in the round. He's actually found another one onto Leaky. This moves it down to M2. And the 1-on-1 in. Okay, Rock! How do you win that? How do you pull back a 1v3? Isolates the 1v1s, and yeah, you better believe it. Bizarre call a timeout. A heart-breaking round for Bizarre to lose. An excellent execution. Just crisp, clean headshots. JHD Rock. Also known as JTR. That's his actual alias. He's got the JHD Rock name in the server for the time being. Not sure why. Don't know why. Don't question it. But he's getting called JHD Rock because I don't want to confuse you guys because there's 4 players fake nicking in this one. Or 3, I think, actually. M2 is actually Mizzy. Paul Joseph Watson's Rackham. JHD Rock. JTR. Tex is Shaker. Or Shacker. I'm not too sure. It's SHKR. So a lot of people. But Bizarre, with that lost round, are ecoing. They're on pistols. They're trying to do what they can, but it's going to look dire. It looks like we're going to be knotted back up 12-12, short of a pistol miracle. Of course, if you are tuning in, this has been the second map. It is also Trident's pick. Sleeky finds a nice kill. Still alive somewhere in that site with the PT-50, trying to do the damage. Trying to do the dupe. Not going to be able to do anything on that front, though. But my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter at GrahamCass. As M2 gets a nice kill. Takes down Rackham. Another kill there. How has this fallen into a 2-on-2? That's baffling. Obviously, they're not going to go for it, but, like, the quantity of kills they got for the investment they put in should not, like, the math doesn't add up. You'd think they shouldn't get that many. But Tomato is trying to venture out, see if he can catch anyone else. M2, of course, is miles away at 3 HP and an AK. Makes sense. I get it. But still, such a tough round. It was way tougher than it should have been for Trident. But at the end of the day, they've knotted things up once again. Makes you feel like this game might head to overtime. But I do personally still think Bizarre won't pull this out. Again, it's a proper buy for both teams. AWPs. It's on Rock this time. And, of course, over on Affinity. Rock had a pretty good spawn. Wasn't able to see anybody. Molly does hinder his view a little bit. Oh, and a player walks through the smoke. Out a ramp, but it's Zorba getting the shot. What a shot that was. A lot out A right now. Rotates are already going to be coming over. Another kill from Zorbot that really I didn't think he should get. Rock's got one onto Affinity, and this is falling apart for Bizarre. They don't like their chances in the 2v4. They're going to be falling away to save. So Trident take their first lead in seemingly forever. And in fact, just trying to figure out, this might be, in fact it is, it's Trident's first lead of the game. They did not lead at any point here on Mirage. Now there's 2 players in between the remainder. Yeah, Tomato, you spotted out. Zorbot got that kill. RCK got one more on the other side. So only one gun was kept. And the money's not amazing. Timeout. Yeah, this is a wise timeout. You got to discuss what you want to do in this situation. Do you buy into it around the AK? CK has the money that he could buy Kevlar and some Util anyways. I think Leaky'd probably buy... Yeah, he's going to buy down to 2K. And I think that's probably what you'll see is... Okay, down to 1650 is a little concerning, but... Their lost bonus is only probably... Oh, it's only really at 3 right now, so it's not the most in the world. Curious what these other players do. We might see a full investment. I'm guessing more likely buy 2K. Yeah, buy 2K. That's what they're doing. Smart. Honestly, is what I do. I might not have invested as heavily as Leaky or Tomato did. I might have had like CK try and drop the D over. Just saves a bit more money into the next round. But minute details that I can pick apart endlessly, but you can only really talk about in like 30 seconds. Tomato pushed in apps right now. Rock is around the corner. Oh, but he peeks out with the op shot, hits it. Thought he could have been caught there. That was a little worrying, just because anytime a player's pushed, there's always a little bit of a concern. Rock not really concerned with the car either. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. At the same time, Affinity's already dead. Leaky turns around with the AK, finds a kill. That means that they will probably go towards B. Oh, he's there. Move CK out a little bit, and he's found the kill. Leaky's got another one as well. 2 more there. CK's got 1 more. It's just Zorba, and he's going to fall CK with the 3K with the Deeg. Oh my god, a heartbreaking round for Trident to lose. And one, honestly, you shouldn't really lose that. Obviously can't control much with the D, but they weren't even really looking at him below window when I thought they pretty well knew that he was going to be there. I'm perplexed. And now look at the buy that Trident roll into this with. It's double ops on Bizarre, but 3 AKs, a Deegan, and a Mac 10 on Trident? Could that be the round that swings this game? Is that your TSN turning point? Quite possibly. Again, it looks like B is where they want to go. And will they expect Tomato up close with the AWP? Maybe not. Molly's going to go in back. There's 2 players hugging that corner right next to it. Don't think he realized that the Molly didn't quite go far enough. Opshot doesn't actually do any damage. Peeks out though. That one does. He's in the Molly. Tries to jump down. He will fall. A few more kills going their way. It's a 2-on-2. Bomb's not down yet. Rotates trying to come back around. Bomb has to be recovered. That's the real problem. There's a player on Cat. That info is gathered, but Rock still gets the kill onto Affinity. He's Leaky in the 1v2. These rounds are so chaotic. At some point, they need to grab the bomb. They need to have it drop down. Oh, but Rock hits the shot. Leaky falls 14-13 Trident now. As this game has gotten very back and forth. Money, not great on Bazaar on a few of these players. They may elect to force, or they might concede overtime. It looks like, yeah, they're buying 2K again. But that gives Leaky an AWP, and if Leaky can go off with this, that would be insane. I honestly want to see that. It looks like faster towards B this side this time. Also, of all the pistols you choose, I'm a little surprised Affinity chose the dualies. Okay, M2 hits that shot. That's info gained as well. I realize that they're probably going back towards B, so they have to go. It's go time. They peek out. Tomato's got another kill. It's the Deeg this time again. It's a 5-on-3 with the weaker weaponry, and it's double ops trying to make their way out of apps. It's a tough spot to be in, and the smoke's still there. They're actually going to fall off of this. But if they fall the wrong way, they could also be caught again. What do you do in this spot if you're Trident? I mean, falling away, I get it. But they also had a player die back by TV. They're worried that they might be penned in. And again, the read. Bizarre. When you've killed a couple people towards B and realize that they're not still there, what do? Rotate A. Exactly what they've done. They've got Affinity nestled in again at Sandwich. This time, though, Sandwich, it's overlooked. Peeks out with the dualies. He's found a kill. One left alive, and he gets the dink onto it. Rock goes down 14-14. These rounds, these don't make sense. These are rounds that you should not be losing. But all of a sudden, every single time, the team that shouldn't be losing, it somehow lets it slip out of their hands. It's baffling. It's perplexing, but goddamn, it's entertaining. So on to the live odds tracker at 14-14. 32% for Bizarre, 28% for Trident, and a whopping 39.5% that we're going to overtime. Weak buy, though, for Trident. Pistols, and this time the AWP finds the opening kill. Finally in a round where there's weak weaponry, the ops start to reign supreme. 2 down now. Tex is in a little bit of trouble. Takes some molly damage. 3 left alive from Trident. As Bizarre put themselves on match point. They did win the first map. That was Nuke, their own pick, 16-11. This is Trident's pick. We're at 14-14 right now. Overpass, if we get there, is the decider. But it's looking more and more likely that we'll at least be going to overtime with Bizarre Gaming holding the lead at this point. However, they're moving right now. Trident are towards B. 2 players there, but the read again! These rotates are so key. Tomato heard it, got the first kill, and there's now 3 players in B. Tomato's got another one. This is down to Tex. 1v5, finds the first kill on the CK. Doesn't really take much damage off of it either. Can he find a second one? 25 seconds. I don't like his chances to win it. I think he's going to try and save for the last round, but there's no money on the table. Tomato finds the second kill. This makes it a little bit more interesting. He had to get bomb as well. 14 seconds makes this so tough, and I think save has to be, at the end of the day, his call. In fact, it is the call. Match point for Bizarre Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Graham Morrison, a.k.a. Grahamcast, at Grahamcast on Twitter. I would love, appreciate, it would just be wonderful if you could follow me. It is currently 5:30 a.m. here in Victoria, BC. I'm here for the reason you're all Counter-Strike, to enjoy it and to cast it for your guys' sake. So I would absolutely love to support you and me. That's And we are live here into this last round. Double ops out. 1 AK. Bunch of pistols. And that nade! Oh, baby. 200 damage nade. And that might be all that she wrote. Fact it is. It's just JHD cleaned up with ease. And with that, Bizarre win the series 2-0. And they have moved on to stage 2 of the ESL Australia and New Zealand Championship Season 9. Crazy end to that game. So many back and forth rounds. Rounds that really, I don't think any team, like either team, should have lost at times. Where it's just like weak buy versus a full buy with utility. You shouldn't lose those. They turned around and did it. But at the end of the day, Bizarre pull it out. Congratulations to them. Commiserations to Trident. And yeah, just shameless plugs. As I said, I'm Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter. Follow you and me 157, and also follow CappingTV. We are going to be casting a lot more Counter-Strike. We love to do it. I love to do it. So we'll be live here. I'll be live on my own channel. We'll be live everywhere. Give us a follow. Stay tuned. I think we have more games coming later this week, so pay attention for that. But at the end of the day, have a great evening, everybody. Drive safe.
Motorcycle.